Hi again, it's Olivia. So I thought I'd continue with my videos, and I thought this week I could really maybe give an overview of PCOS. Again, I'm not a doctor, but I've experienced it, and I know the symptoms and I understand them. And I'm just saying that if you've been experiencing these, or you have these, or you've been having more of these, you need to go to a doctor because they're going to know a lot. They're going to know more than anyone else, especially if you go and see a gynecologist or someone else who this is their topic of work. And so basically the symptoms that a normal PCOS girl they'll have their irregular menses, or they might not even have them at all. And this is difficult because some girls are very skinny, therefore they might not get a period. But if you have PCOS, most likely you will be overweight. You will look like the girl who should be able to bear a child, have a period. You have white hips. You have like the love handles. Therefore, you should be getting a period. I understand that some women actually don't look like that. For instance, I do not have the typical PCOS look. And the typical look is wider hips and skinnier legs. So like you should be able to tell where a girl's love handles are and where her hips are. But with me, I'm kind of just straight down. So I don't have hips, or I don't have noticeable hips, and my legs are not skinny. My legs are quite muscular and large. But those are just like the outside stereotypical looks. But really, if you have like massive amount of weight gain in a short period of time, you have excess hair growth, you might have the difficulty losing weight. You can also get what called skin tags and darkened patches of skin. And so basically like your skin will just be darker in areas where it shouldn't be. And those are just what you should be looking for if you think that you could have PCOS, or maybe your mother has it, or even your grandmother, or a sibling. So, my mom didn't know she had it until I got it, or until we checked and that I had it. Then we found out she had a lesser form. But it's the fact that doctors won't check for this, because even though girls at the age of 11 can be diagnosed with PCOS, most doctors don't check for it because not all blood tests check. And so to know that you have PCOS, you need to go and they take blood tests, and they take a lot of other samples. They check like your levels of testosterone, they check your levels of estrogen. It's a lot of different things that they have to go over and that they have to view. And I know that going to the doctor is really tough, but honestly, it's something that you should do because you don't want something else to happen. You don't want something else to be worse or anything else like that. And I understand how tough it can be. I get that. And I'm really sorry that you have it because I understand those symptoms. I understand that gaining weight, especially in high school or college, or maybe you're just older, gaining weight is so hard to deal with because you're like, no, I worked so hard to get it off. I did so well. And here you are saying that I can't lose weight or I'm going to struggle so much with it. I get where that's difficult. And with the period thing, like most girls would say, yes, I don't have one, but with many women with PCOS or with girls, it's I need my period and I need to have it. And I'm really sorry that you have that and that you have to deal with that. I cannot express it. When I get my period, I'm happy and I'm excited because at least it shows that it's there, or it shows that, I'm like other girls. I get my menstruation cycle. I get where that can be difficult, and sometimes you don't want to go to a doctor and you don't want to explain these symptoms. I can understand the embarrassment of it. Like looking at a guy doctor or anything like that and telling him, oh yeah, well, I haven't had a period. It can be embarrassing. It can be very tough. And so I'm sorry about that. And I know that you probably don't want to go to the doctor or you want to ignore these symptoms, but these symptoms are ones that shouldn't be ignored. These are symptoms that should be kept with you and should be known. You should let others know. You should tell your mom, tell your dad. You should go to your doctor. You should give a call. They're meant to help you. And they will, because PCOS, it might be the most common hormonal disorder, but it's still recently recognized. There's no cure for it. And getting on the medicine and talking to someone and also having it be known is better than waiting for anything else to happen. It's better than waiting for any other medical disease to happen. And so even though those are just the stereotypical types of symptoms, and you're going to have others and you might experience even worse, you really honestly need to talk to your doctor and make an appointment, because you don't want it to get any worse, and you don't want to figure out that you could have prevented it. You could have stopped something worse from happening. So I'm letting you know that those are the stereotypical symptoms, and that if you go to your doctor, it will be fine and everything will be okay and it will be better, and you'll probably be put on some sort of medication, most likely metformin, which is a fertility drug, but it will help it get better. You might even be put on birth control to help regulate your period, and that will help a lot. And so, even though it might be embarrassing to tell them your symptoms, you honestly need to. And I'm letting you know that from my heart, that it's better to catch this early than to wait and not do a thing about it.